Hello YouTube, Peter from the bedroom here, your guitar junkie. Let me prove to you how much of a junkie I am by showing you my top 10 guitars of all time that I will never, ever get rid of. Starting off with number 10, BAM! I have to thank my daughter. She's the one that's handing me these guitars and making sure that my count is correct. Number 10 is this Harley Benton. RB Classic. It's the old copy of a Redenbacher. Small body, semi-hollow body. And, this is a good couch guitar as well, to sit on the couch and play it and not really alert the whole house that you're playing guitar, especially if you want to play at 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, this reminds me a lot of the guitar I had when I was 14, my very first electric guitar when I was 14. And before I got to buy that Fender Princeton amp, 1975, when I was 16. So this is my number 10. I just think it's a cool vibe, 60s groove kind of guitar. And I love it. So next up is going to be number 9. And that is, dun, 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 this beautiful Harley Benton SG Classic. It's called a DC double cut 500 Classic, something like that. But inexpensive guitar. I think this was $116. Yeah, and 24 frets, nickel, Roswell humbucking pickups. I installed the Duesenberg tremolo. I put the roller bridge in, and I put the locking tuners in. Locking tuners for this style was like 38 bucks, I think. Duesenberg, I think it was like $134 because I did look it up. And the roller bridge was 19 bucks from Amazon. But this is just, I've had SGs before, and I just love this one. I'd never get rid of it because I never kept the other ones. The only complaint is that this block of wood right where the button for the strap is, that's balanced well, but it falls off the strap. So I switch that and go to number 8, which is this beautiful Harley Benton SC for single cut, 550 Deluxe 2. This has 22 stainless steel blacksmith frets on it. It's a little bit between modern and classic. It's got the classic tuners on it. It's got the stainless steel frets, which are smooth as silk. It's got the Tesla zebra humbucking pickups that sound amazing. And the only thing that I did was I replaced the knobs with these fat knobs. Other than that, they have the nickel-sized pots in there instead of the dime-sized pots. I don't believe they're 5K, but I just don't remember. And you've got this beautiful tiger maple veneer cap on the front. And this just reminds me of the Slash's guitar that he's used. It's chambered, so because of that, the sound resonates through the wood and feeds better into the pickups. And because of this cutaway on the back, if I were to play a lot and I needed an LP to play a lot of songs, I would probably grab this one because I can get down and do better solos down here and not have that block of wood prevent me. And yeah, so that's a keeper. Next is, what number is this? Number 7? This number 7? So number 7 is my Zuwei, Zuwei, all original, never touched it, Prince Caster. This is the copycat of Prince's Telecaster. to a T. Tiger maple front and back, which is hard to see. I kind of dim the light on the stand, but it still doesn't come out, especially in the back of the neck there. But it's got this beautiful binding, like tortoiseshell binding going all the way around it. And the whole thing is gloss. The whole thing is gloss, front and back. And I love it on a maple fingerboard when it's a glossy maple fingerboard. 21 nickel frets, so you've got that tone, that special tone from nickel. Stainless steel is a little bit brighter, but it's a lot smoother, for playing. And yeah, this is the only single coil guitar that I really enjoy, that I'll always keep. And for whatever reason, I all of a sudden adopted the Telecaster. So moving on to number 6. It's number 6. I don't even remember what that one was. My Bad Cat. These are hard to find. You can only get these now off the website. And he's only got a certain quantity or quantity of, or certain, what's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't have all of the kinds that he was selling in the beginning. He's only got a couple left of different styles, should I say. But this is what I mean with the block of wood. Coming down here, your hand gets stuck on that. So if this was shaved smoother, that would be sweet. But because it's not, this guitar has 22 titanium frets. So if you think of how smooth stainless steel is, take stainless steel and then spray WD-40 on it. These are like glass. So, this is just a honey. And again, I've worked it a bit by installing locking tuners. I did put a roller bridge. The bridge again, $19 on Amazon. The locking tuners on these, I think, were $24 or $28. I did replace the knobs. I do have 500K speed knobs on the 2-tone and 2-volume. And I put the eruption pickups, zebra pickups in here. So this has a beautiful tiger maple veneer on it. And for whatever reason, I just gravitate towards this guitar. It's just got a mojo about it that makes me want to pick it up and play it and look down, and just like looking down, the colors are perfect. The body is, the contour of the flames is perfect. And it just inspires me a whole lot. And it's as close to a 59 as you can get. The only difference is, and I played a couple of 59 reissues. I've never had a real 59 in my hand. I do know a guy that's got a couple, a buddy of mine. And the only difference is that this has a smooth, tapered 60s neck. The 59, it's kind of, if you've ever had one, it's kind of rounded out here and then flattened out here. That's the only thing it doesn't have. But because it's got this thin 60s neck, I mean, it's just a playing machine. And, the headstock looks super cool as well. So that's that one. Moving on to number 5. This is number 5. Is this IYV? I got lucky with this IYV because I was a little apprehensive. I had their other ones. I had, the acoustic, semi-acoustic electric jazz guitar. I had the Telecaster. And this one is a neck-through construction. I did replace the locking tuners with these like brass or bronze-looking tuners, and I did replace the knobs with bronze just to match the keys. I only replaced the tuners because it's got a like a Wilkinson tremolo, and it's 10 times better with locking tuners, not just because I don't like the wind strings, but because it keeps it in tune better. This is a 24 fret nickel fret on a rosewood fingerboard with the tree of life or vines of life, and it's a neck through construction. And just to get down here, get your hand in there, it just fits like a glove. And it's got the tiger maple veneer cap on both ends, wings as you would call it. And these pieces of wood that you see go right through. It's hard to see in the back, because the wood is pretty dark, but they go right through. And this thing here is, and the binding around here, it's hard to tell, but it's got a beautiful binding going all the way around it. And I've had a couple of Paul Reed Smiths, and this, to me, in my opinion, blows the Paul Reed Smith guitars away, as far as look, sound, playability, and the big thing, the price. I believe this was $260 when I bought it, and they had given me a $20 credit discount for something. And so I think it was like $240 at the end of the day. But these are up from $260 to $269 to almost $280. But even at that, if you still find these on Amazon, which they do sell them, it's worth every penny. I wouldn't hesitate. And they also have these on their eBay page as well. But you're going to be paying for shipping, a lot for shipping. So that was 5. I'm moving on to 4. Number 4, I'm losing count, is my BC Rich Eagle Mule Giralde. I do believe Giraldo, signature guitar. It's got a rosewood veneer cap on the headstock with the letter R in mother of pearl. It's got original Bob Sperzel locking tuners. It's got an original Bigsby. It's got the roller bridge, 2 Seymour Duncans. It's got the bells and whistles. It doesn't have the rotary switch, but it does have the coil splits and phasing and whatever they do. I make it sound where the pickup sound is full and thick as possible. Volume and tone, 3-way. And this is a neck through construction. So what you see there goes right through, and it's hard to tell because the back is dark, but it goes right through the back. And BC Rich was the first company to ever come up with this deep cutaway on the backs of sides of their guitars to get down, easy access. They're the first ones that did it. I think Jackson copied them, and then everyone jumped on the bandwagon. But yeah, this is just one. I play it every now and again. I really keep it because I had an original one at one time, and I got rid of it, and I regret it. So this fills that void, and that's why I would never get rid of it. I don't play it all that much. I do have a couple of videos on me jamming out with it. Number 3 is this heavier than heavy BC Rich 50th anniversary. This is where they changed the headstock and put that logo on there. I don't care for it myself. I just wish they stuck with the R. Along with this one, which I didn't mention, this one has 24 frets, nickel frets on an ebony fingerboard, mother of pearl inlays. This has 24 nickel frets on an ebony fingerboard with snowflake inlays. I don't know if it's possible to see the snowflakes. This is a neck through construction with the wings on the side. This is a koa wood. Koa wood is a Hawaiian wood. This is super heavy. This has to be my heaviest guitar ever. And this is what you see is how they put it out. It's the 50th anniversary of the BC Rich Mockingbird. It does have the rotary switch that the Eagle is missing, all the other bells and whistles, along with an original Floyd Rose. So yeah, this is a guitar that I always thought looked cool, and when I played the cheaper versions of these that were like a couple $100, the red ones, whatever they were, they just didn't float my boat. And I saw this one um, on this one was eBay. I think this one I got the Eagle was on Reverb, and no, backwards. This was Reverb. That one was eBay. And when I saw it, the price was right, and I jumped on it. I took the chance, and it's just a honey of a guitar. And for some reason, it's comfortable. The horn just fits perfect on my knee because I always sit it on my knee. And again, it's a guitar that you just enjoy looking at when you're playing it, and it plays so well. It just sounds great. Right, moving on to number two. Dos is my Fender 72 Deluxe Ventura. And this thing here is walnut colored. And it's just for having hated Telecasters, like always. Um, for some reason, once I bought my first Telecaster off of Amazon, and then I got the ones from Harley Benton, I got hooked, hooked right into it, like a fish on a line. And then I started looking and looking and looking, and then before I know it, I'm looking at hundreds of different Telecasters and videos on YouTube, and then I stumbled across this one. I'm like, wow, that looks super cool. I wish, Harley Benton would make one like this. And I finally found one that wasn't a Squire. This is a real Fender. And I grabbed it. And it's the second one I had. The first one was a Sunburst, and it was newer than this one, but that one was well, it wasn't 100%. This one is, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would say this is a 12. So the pickups sound great. It plays well. It's my first Fender that I've had with a 70s guitar that I have that's got a maple fingerboard. All my original 70s guitars that I've had always had rosewood fingerboards. So yeah, something about this guitar. And although the body is awfully wide and you can see that block of wood as you're coming down, it stops you. Um, you know, I still, when I'm playing my hand like this, I'm aware of it because I see it. You don't see it on the Gibson until you hit it. So this, I see it as I'm coming down. So I make sure I open up my hand so I don't get stopped on that piece right there. But yeah, this is just something about that again. It's got a mojo. It's got something that just makes me grab it. And then my number one workhorse of all time is my Schecter. I've always been a Strat guy with humbuckers and a Floyd Rose. Um, and I've always loved the ebony fingerboard. And this here has 24 stainless steel frets on an ebony fingerboard. The back of the wood, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce it right, that Babanga purple something kind of wood on the back. But, and this is the exotic something body, I forget. I said it in my video when I was describing the guitar, but I can't remember it now. But it's got the round bolt-on neck, easy access to get down in there. And, this is a 1500 series Floyd Rose. So it's not an original, but it's not a 1000 series, and it's not a special. Zebra pickups, and those are Schecter pickups. And yeah, I still didn't remove the plastic because I'm lazy. I don't want to remove the knobs and then go through the whole. I think it gives it look. It gives it that character that like I'm aging it when I'm really not. I'm just protecting it a lot more. But yeah, this is my number one player. Grover tuners, by the way. And if I were to play anywhere, if I were to go out and play, if I was to do a show with my band again, I would grab this. If I were to go out and jam with someone at a house or a studio, I would grab this. If I was to sit in with a band that's playing somewhere at a club, I would grab this. This would be my number one go-to guitar, you know, only because I'm used to a tremolo system, and I'm more comfortable with a Strat. I would probably bring the Telly or a Les Paul, an LP or T style as backup. But yeah, this thing here, I'm so glad I bought it, and I bought this brand new. And I don't even want to tell you the price because I'm ashamed of it, but it was worth every penny. Um, I did get some kind of Christmas discount thing with 20% off and no tax in Florida. So I didn't pay full price. I basically paid brand new for this guitar for what they're selling used now, when you look them up. Yeah, so that's that. And can you grab that? That's my top 10 that I'll never get rid of. And I just wanted to share that with you, and that's why my buddy Joe Spoto, my second bass player in my band, said, you're a guitar junkie. And I'm like, that's when I changed my name. And yeah, he's got it right. So that's it, people. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day and a better tomorrow. No long-winded stories this time, right? You're not disappointed, I'm sure. Let me see if this thing works.